The words of the Lord are pure, like silver purified in a crucible of earth, purified 7 times. These words, too, primarily mean that all the words God speaks are pure. Like silver purified 7 times in a crucible of earth, they are clean, pure, faithful, and trustworthy. However, just as the language of the unbelievers reveals everything about them, as discussed earlier, this word of the Lord is ultimately a symbol, a sign, an image of what God is like. That is, this is what our God is like. So, what kind of God is He? He is extremely pure, clean, and pure, like silver purified 7 times in a crucible of earth. Here, the crucible of earth refers to the furnace made of clay for refining silver. In ancient times, this furnace was used to refine silver, that is, to remove impurities and extract pure silver. For example, if raw or mined from the mountain, containing impurities and silver, were melted in the fiery furnace, the silver would remain, and all impurities would be removed, leaving pure silver. Now, the phrase refined 7 times here indicates that the extracted silver was free of impurities, pure, and perfect, just as many times as it was refined. In other words, God is like this silver, exceedingly pure, clean, and perfect. So why does David say this now? It is to testify that God's judgment is certain. No, God is not the kind of being who speaks lies. No, it's to emphasize that God is a faithful being who always fulfills and carries out His word. Isn't that so? This Bible, this Word of God, speaks from beginning to end about God's judgment at the end of the world. It tells us that because we sinned in the Garden of Eden, we are destined for eternal destruction, the eternal lake of fire in hell. God planned to send His only Son to save humanity. Furthermore, when the time came, Jesus came to this earth in the flesh, shed His blood on the cross, and died. This cleansed all sins of all who believe, making them God's people and children, enabling them to enter heaven. No, Jesus tells us that He will return to this earth at the end of the world, stand before Him all the people of the world, and judge them. This word of God is by no means false. No, God is faithful. Therefore, God's judgment at the end of this world is utterly clear. David then speaks of this judgment once again.
If you want to know more, please subscribe.